Voting has begun this morning in Bhabanipur, the bypoll that's crucial for Mamata Banerjee to retain her CM seat. Essentially, it's a make or break, do or die battle for Mamata Banerjee. On your screens, you can see that people are turning out right now to vote in Bhabanipur amid huge security, considering all the violence and chaos that played out on the last day of campaigning. You saw Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, of course, going all out to ensure that she seals this win in Bhabanipur. From door-to-door campaigning to temple and mosque visits, Mamata's campaigned fiercely in Bhabanipur to hold on to her CM chair. Contesting against the Chief Minister in her home turf is BJP's Priyanka Tibrewal and also CPIM candidate Srijib Biswas. This constituency has turned into a fortress ahead of voting with tight security arrangements. 20 additional companies of central forces have also been deployed. Section 144 is in place. Voting is also taking place in Jangipur and Shamsherganj in Murshidabad district of West Bengal. Polling will end at 6:30 this evening and results for the big Bhabanipur battle will be out on October 3rd.
अभी तक कैसा चल रहा है वोटिंग जो आप देख रहे हैं?
जहाँ खराबी दिख रही है वहाँ मैं आवाज उठा ही रही हूँ।
अभी तक कोई बूथ रिगिंग या जैमिंग का कोई
2-3 जगह जैम करने का कोशिश किया था। अभी इसमें भी 146 था, वो मैंने चालू कराया। 126 जो मदन मित्रा के घर के नीचे है वो जाम अभी भी करके रखा है।
अभी तक जो हो रहा है, आप खुश हो, संतुष्ट हो या फिर दिक्कत है?
लोग अगर घरों से निकल करके जेन्युइन वोटिंग होती है देते हैं तो आप नतीजा देख लीजिएगा।
Let's take this across to a reporter on the ground. Indrajit Kundu is reporting from Bhabanipur with all the latest updates. Indrajit, even as we're seeing a lot of people coming out there to vote amid massive security, there are already questions being asked right now by the BJP claiming that there are attempts to rig votes right now.
Well, that's right. Obviously allegations flowing thick and fast, but these are early times as far as today's bypoll is concerned. And the biggest concern, as Priyanka Tibrewal just said, was getting people out of their house to vote, because generally the trend is that in a bypoll you see a lower turnout. And of course, in the past 48 hours, Kolkata and adjoining areas has seen heavy rainfall. There is a low pressure depression in Bay of Bengal, and the concern was that if weather is inclement, how are people going to come out and vote? But the good part, Akshita, is that since this morning, the weather seems to have cleared out. We are seeing the sun slowly coming out, and here is how the voting is taking place. We are here at Mitro Institution, the very polling station where Mamata Banerjee is expected to come later in the day to cast her vote. And you can see central military forces, central armed force have been deployed here at the polling station right now. And COVID protocols, of course, are being followed inside. You can see there is thermal scanning. There are officials who are sitting there with sanitizers and with gloves being given to each and every voter, so that they can sanitize their hand when they cast their vote. So at this point in time, there is quite a lot of turnout since morning that we are seeing, and we'll have to wait and see as to overall what is going to be the turnout at the end of the day. But this is a very, very crucial election, Akshita. Make no mistake about it, because this will decide whether Mamata Banerjee retains her Chief Minister's post. As far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned, they are saying that they are very confident, and it is only a matter of margin. What's going to be her margin of victory? The BJP, of course, hopes to give a tough fight. Priyanka Tibrewal, as you just heard, she's saying that if people come out and vote in large numbers, the results can be unexpected. Whether or not the BJP can give the Trinamool Congress a tough fight on this seat after the poll debacle just a few months back is going to perhaps set the tone of the Bengal BJP here in West Bengal. And of course, it's a triangular fight. The Congress has opted out of it, but the CPIM has fielded a candidate. So in this triangular contest, it's going to be very, very interesting who comes out victorious. We will, of course, know on 3rd of October.
Right.
Back to you.
3rd of October is when counting will happen. Right now, a number of locals out there ensuring they exercise their franchise, cast their votes. Indrajit, thank you very much for joining us with those details. So far, voting has been smooth. No violence marring polling days so far. The BJP, however, already coming out with an allegation that there are attempts by the TMC to block certain polling booths.